This video shows alternative pathways for math courses at Allegany College of Maryland. If a student places in Math 90, and they would do that if they get a score of less than 60 out of 120 on the elementary algebra section of the placement test. We only give two sections of the placement test. That's the elementary algebra and the college level math. We do not give the arithmetic portion anymore because we no longer offer an arithmetic course. So if they get below 60 out of 120 on the EA version of the test, that first part of the test, then they place in Math 90. That's a one semester, 3-credit course, and after that course, they can go directly, as long as they get a C or better, they can go directly to Math 105, which is Elements of Math, or Statistics, which is Math 109, or if they're planning to eventually go on to either College Algebra or Pre-Calculus, they would take Math 93 after Math 90. But they only need Math 93 if they're planning on going on to either College Algebra or Pre-Calculus. And of course, after Pre-Calculus, they can go on to Pre-Calculus 2 and Calculus and so on. Now, that's the way most people work it. We have in the past offered 2 or 3 sections of Math 96, but demand for that has dropped drastically since most students don't have to go on to Math 102, College Algebra, or Pre-Calculus. So if you do have a student that places at Math 90, and they want to go to Math 102 or 119, and they'd like to get there in one semester, and they're a motivated student willing to do 5 days a week in the class because it's a 5-day-a-week course, meets for more than 1 hour a day, and it covers Algebra 1 and Algebra 2, 2 years of high school algebra in one semester. So if they're motivated, and then this is the course for them if they need to go to these 2 courses. It's a 6-credit course, and they can go directly to this in one semester from Math 96 to Math 102, College Algebra, or Pre-Calculus. But there's no sense in them taking this course if they only need to go to Math 105, Elements of Math, or Statistics. So use the Math 90 for most folks. And even if they're going on to Math 102, most folks, as long as they're willing to go through 2 semesters, can get through to College Algebra or Statistics. So this is the pathway. You can now get to Elements of Math or Statistics after just the Math 90, the lowest level math course here. Okay, and hopefully that shows it all to you. If you have a student that scores close, what we call in the gray zone of Math 90. For example, if you have a student that scores 55 or higher in Math 90, we'll take a look at his high school transcripts to see if that student maybe has a GPA of 3.0 or higher, or has he had a good grade in Algebra 2 that we could move him up. We also give two tries on the placement test, and so that's a possibility. Also, and to get into Math 102, you need a 45, same way with Pre-Calculus. You have to get a 45 on the CLM part of the test. That's the second part of the test. It's 45 out of 120. And if you get a score close to the 45, at least 40 or higher, we'll take a look at the person's transcripts to see if maybe we can get them into that course. Okay, thanks a lot.